Halloween is right around the corner, and I know there's a lot of lists out there about which horror movie is the best horror movie. I want to see what people thought of my favorite horror movie. And don't you laugh, it's a sleeper. It's underrated. It don't get a lot of love that it deserves, and I don't know why. It's a great movie. And that movie, that spectacular, world-shattering, beautiful shot movie is Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. But we stop in there though. We stop in there. We all know why we stop in there, but we stop in there. I've been seeing a lot of disrespect for this movie, and it really drove me insane. I just don't get it. I don't know why there's so much disrespect. So I did some investigation. I went over to our friends at Rotten Tomato, and I was like, let me see what they were saying about this once in a generation franchise that stops at 2. The rest I don't count. So don't try to come at me with there was more. The Jordan years. You know how people don't count the Wizard years? We don't count the rest of the movies. But okay, let's read some critic. Jeepers Creepers had a promising start. Unfortunately, the tension and suspense quickly deflated into genre cliches as the movies go on. Wow, I disagree. All right, let's see what this person say. Matthew D. Oh, he gave it a 0.5 out of 5 stars. Again, all the greats gets disrespected by those who don't understand division. So I'm gonna let this Matthew D guy survive. It's okay to be wrong. Not everybody's right, like me. So let's see what it says. Well, first of all, the score for Creeper is a 46 from the tomato meter and a 49% from the popcorn meter. Can you get any disrespectful? This movie is a cult classic. Should have been a horror movie classic. It's definitely better than a lot of your favorites on this list. In your top 5, your top 5 ain't messing with my top 5. And Jeepers Creepers is probably my number 1. Hey, it's just me. I'm a horror guy. I like horror. And this movie, to me, deserves a lot more respect than it got. So disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. But let's get back to it. All right, yeah, this Matthew D. What a disrespect. No idea why people thought this was so great, and I was all around when the movie could be considered relevant. The plot is so tacky, and the dialogue delivery is focused on every single... Oh shit, it cuts off there. Go to the full review. And here's the rest of it. The lore isn't followed as explained. I won't spoil anything, but there's no conspiracy with the characters, no suspense, urgency, and the villain feels like it came out of a dime comic book. Disrespectful to our greats. That's how we treat our greats. This is what we teaching the kids, to treat great horror movies like this on Halloween. Wow. He's not finished. This guy, he gave it a 0.5. I didn't even know you can do that. Well, he did. Like I said, most people are not cultured and don't understand the nuance of horror movies and how great Jeepers Creepers was. But let me finish what he said. The only cool thing the movie did was the underground area, and even that doesn't really hold up in modern movie vision effects. See, I hate when people start doing this. They start comparing back then. You can do that with a lot of horror movies. Like, hey, Jason, we all love Jason. But that first movie, www.bootycheek/bootywater.net. So let's not throw shade, but he's throwing shade. Matthew D need help. And that was and first of all, that was one of the coolest. I agree with him. It was one of the coolest part of the movies, but that's not just it. They built it up so perfectly. Now, let me finish, but let me not get triggered. Unless you are trying to learn what not to do and completely go into a vegetative state on command for film, I wouldn't recommend this. There goes the disrespect. Unnecessary, uncalled for, just flagrant, wasn't raised right. Because this is why artists hate people. And I understand it. I understand if artists just go up to people's faces and just spit in their faces because they don't understand art. They don't get how it bleeds. This movie makes you bleed. It makes you feel for that connection. Brother and sister. Family. Ohana. He didn't get it. It went over Matthew D. head. It's okay. Not everybody is a winner. All right. The next comment by Liam D. He gave it a whopping 1 star out of 5. Disrespects continues. All right, let's see what this Liam D have to say about the greatest franchise of all time. The movie that spawned a franchise that isn't needed because this first movie is poorly written, has wooden actors, and the only saving grace is the makeup. Liam D from Rotten Tomato, you're wrong, and people like you are wrong too. I'm trying to find some good comments. Oh, here we go. No woman of the culture. RYT audience review gave it a 5 stars. Now we cooking. A person who understands arts and bleeds it. That's what I'm looking for. Find your people. I got a good feeling about this RYT. By giving it 5 stars, this person know what they're talking about. Okay, I mean 4 stars. Just an overall great creepy movie that does well to build tension. Oh yeah, you get it. It's one I rewatch every now and then again. Hey, like many movies, it is always the best. Also best going in blind. Facts. But I watched it 10 times. I watch it every time on Halloween. Great. It's probably my favorite tradition I'm gonna do. Pass it on to the kiddos if I have kids. If I even had a girlfriend. But we're not gonna talk about that. It's saying you can enjoy the ride, possibly too late through if you're here reading this. Hopefully nothing has been given away for you. Facts. Go into Jeepers Creepers and it's a roller coaster. It's a slow build like any good movie is. Rush you in, it takes time. It's gentle. But once you're in there, it's like rough. Nice. I mean, some people like that, I'm a man who likes that. Well, not that, but you know what I mean. With my movies, I love that. Hey, RYT, you all right with me, lady or man, dude? So I'm not going to read all of it because there's like 1,000 reviews. I'm going to read a couple more. I'm explaining to you why this is probably the greatest movies ever made. Oh, yes. Ryan D. I have a good feeling about Ryan D. Ryan D. seems like a good person. He gave it, or she gave it 4 stars, and it's in a different language. So never mind. I love your enthusiasm, and I respect you. It's in a different language. Okay, this is the last one. And gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Another person of the culture, Daniel J. Nice to meet you, family now. Watched it in the thousands and loved it. Me too. Watched it today and still love it. Me too. Classic that stands the test of preach. You preaching now, Daniel J. You are preaching. This is what you call respect. See, this is a life lesson that we all have to learn. Sometimes you go through a bunch of garbage people who are garbage human beings who comes on Rotten Tomatoes and sprout propaganda and lies against one of the best franchises ever made. And then you find good people in this world. If you click over a couple times, you find the good people. And Daniel J., you are a good human being because you understand what they were going for. Ooh, I couldn't agree with Daniel J. He's probably a good human being. Now I got that out of the way. Let's go to critic reviews. There's some critic reviews. Ooh, it got a 46, so let's see what they say. First one is October 1st, 2004. Well, here is Jaehem Kim, what he had to say. He's a critic. He says, the part in the scary movie where somebody does something really stupid and everybody hates them for it? Trish says that to her thrilling-seeking brother Daryl in a horror film at Jeepers Creepers. Well, this is it. Yeah, love that. Mwah. Beautiful chef's kiss. And I'm going to read, I don't know if I'm going to do this all day because there's, again, 1,000 reviews. It's been out for a while. It came out in the 2000s. So, early 2000s. 2001 or 2000. I got to check again. And here's a guy named Tom Brayton. A good way to find some genuine creeping moments in a decade where they were short and supply. Brother, you are speaking. He gave it a 7 out of 10. Good man, good human being. Oh, let me read this one more. I'm trying to be biased. But a guy named, a cinematic critic named Felix Jr., he said, one of the most terrifying horror movies to come along in years. He said in 2009. He probably means the same. He probably still feels that. So, you know, a lot of disrespect in the beginning. But then, like everything else, if you just wait and be patient, you will find that some people will find their way back to greatness. And these critics and some of these comments have put some faith in me that the horror genre is not mistreated and disrespected. So that's it. I just want to read some. This is my horror I'm gonna do Jeepers Creepers 2 because that's my other, to me is it's another favorite of mine. And I'm sure haters are gonna come for it. All right, my fellow critics, like, share, subscribe, and I give you my comment, Rotten Tomato review, whatever. I'm doing Jeepers Creepers 2 next. All right, peace.